Today, guys, we are doing a review of my first guitar as a guitarist. This is my Schecter Omen 6, completely stock. Let's get it. So guys, some of the specs for my Schecter Omen 6 are just going to be a rosewood fretboard, pretty basic and standard. Next, we have a maple neck. The color is vintage white. I know the newer ones have different inlays. Mine just have dot inlays. The newer ones do have the Gothic cross inlays. This one is 25 and a half inches. It is 24 jumbo frets, nickel frets, 14-inch radius, Graphtec nut. Controls, body is going to be a basswood body, bolt-on neck. It's a pretty budget guitar. It's not anything over the top or anything that is going to be in a higher price point. Honestly, pretty standard, but it sounds pretty good, especially at a budget. I think newer ones retail for around like $400 to $500 these days, which now, with the way the economy is, it is a great budget option. Brand basic Schecter Diamond Plus pickups, they call them, which honestly sound pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, for a basic guitar, they sound great. There is a three-way selector, one volume, one tone, nothing crazy, anything out of the ordinary or anything like that. So it basically is a basic workhorse. You get what it is. Pickup rings, the newer one has black chrome, where this honestly is just kind of black. The hardware, normal non-locking tuners, just Schecter branded tuners. And then I think it's strung up with Ernie ball strings. I still use Ernie ball strings. It doesn't really matter. Use your strings. It is a string through body, so we're looking at pretty standard. Like I said, it's gonna be nothing out of the ordinary or nothing crazy. I have this tuned up to standard tuning, so let's hear a quick clip of what this guitar sounds like. No mix, no anything like that. We're just gonna have raw audio of me just playing the guitar. We are gonna be playing a intro clip of The Great Stone War by the band Winds of Plague. All rhythm tones were right there, were through my XFX2, and that was the intro to The Great Stone War by the band Winds of Plague. Next, we're gonna try some lead playing. Mainly the stuff I've been doing on here is a lot of rhythm playing, but I do wanna get back into lead playing, so we'll kinda see how this goes. Guys, and so that was a demo of rhythms. We're all on the bridge pickup, so as you can tell, it's not a bad bridge pickup, honestly, especially for a beginner guitar. Like I said too, that was standard tuning, so that is something that you could go to just a Guitar Center or just order straight off of Sweetwater or something like that and just roll with it as soon as you get it. It doesn't really need to be upgraded right away. I mean, maybe down the line, if it's something you wanted to do, you could start upgrading the guitar to make it better, make it more your own, figure out better tones and stuff for you. But I've let this guitar be completely stock for over like 10 years now. So honestly, it's a great starter guitar. Anyone would be able to be lucky and have this in your life. It plays well. And then all those lead tones were strictly on the neck pickup. And with that, I'm not the best lead player. It's not that I can't write leads, it's just on a whim. It doesn't really come out like a lot of other people could just, noodle around and sound amazing. I'm not that guy right now. My improv is not the best. But I've never made any modifications to this guitar, so this is completely bone stock guitar. And that was all neck pickup, so that sounded pretty glassy and pretty smooth. So like I was saying, that this guitar retails for about $500 brand new these days. I bought it back in like 2008, 2009, maybe even 2010. But pretty solid guitar, pretty amazing for your price point. The pickups are great, string through body, so you're not really going to have much of a problem with that. Lead playing and rhythm playing is super solid. You might need a setup. I think all new guitars, when people complain about new guitars out of the box not needing a setup, they shouldn't need a setup. I think all guitars out of the box need a setup just because of climate changes and everything. So look forward to more reviews, guys. This was my review on my Schecter Omen 6-string. Pretty basic guitar. Like I said, it's a pretty bare bones guitar. It's basically a starter guitar. It's Schecter's entry line. But it sounds great. It sounds great for what it is. You can use it to play anything from, as you saw, metal to probably classical, or I wouldn't even say classical, but I would say more cleaner styles of guitar. So it works, it gets the job done, and there's not much else involved with it. It's 3-way pickup selector, it's 1 volume, 1 tone, so it's pretty basic. It's not anything crazy, and you can still get the job done. You don't need a super fancy, amazing guitar for like everything. You can sometimes just use the basics and get by, especially if you're learning and just beginning, guys. Something like this would be amazing. I'm not endorsed by Schecter by any reach of the imagination, but the Schecter guitars, the Schecter Omen 6 is definitely a great go-to guitar, guys. Have an easy. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell notifications for every time that I drop a video. Have a good one.